kind of how it is working fast food. Bro, did you see that because the Timberwolves missed 2 free throws in a row, everybody that scanned their QR code at the Philadelphia 76ers game got free chicken nuggets? It was the biggest cheer of the whole night. They cheered when they took over the lead from the Minnesota Timberwolves, but the fans really cheered when they found out they were getting free chicken nuggets because they bricked 2 free throws in a row. They were like, yeah, it is indeed called brickin' for chicken. The special's so popular, they expanded it to like 2/3 of the NBA. That's crazy, man. Piston fans have been waiting 2 months for 5 free boneless wings for winning 1 game. Now that's really fun. Anytime a team goes on a losing streak that's like 20 plus games, that's funny, man. Sure, we'll take this. Take that. Take this. Oh, man. Holy, the damage. Origin just said in Discord he got banned from Twitch. What happened? Hang on. Wait a second here. I'm scrolling down. Did they? This is a trap. I did. What happened? I didn't ban him. Oh, because when you were talking about people in the Discord going off topic, you said, yeah, I'll kill them. Twitch auto mod went like, yeet, that's a death threat, and kicked you off the platform. They're gonna accept your appeal, okay? I hope you wrote something in the mitigating circumstances that was like, in context, this actually wasn't a death threat, okay? If they decline it, I'll send them a message. Like, there's a good lesson to learn there. I know Talia got banned once because they wrote, I am 14 years old in chat or something, or I am 12 years old. Listen, I'm being serious. If they don't get back to you, I'll talk to my partner rep and be like, can we please unban this person? Yes, don't type it, because it's not a person, it's an AI. They'll ban you and you'll be gone for like 3 weeks. You'll be like, ha 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 ha, and then like for 3 weeks you'll be like, I can't type anything, this is boring. Okay, slash marker, repentance. Coke Zero. I'm going to start the video with me not being in the chair. They tested your piss for Coke Zero, you're fucked. Bro, if drug tests found diet soda, weed, and coffee, and that was like a fireable offense, society's cooked. I'm pretty sure that those are the 3 drugs that like keep the chains of industry moving. That and probably like construction workers who pack 2 beers in their lunchbox and then use heavy machinery for like 6 hours afterwards. Nah, bro, there are really serious rules against that. Yeah, but they're not up in the cherry picker with you, bro. You think I don't know? Come on. You got every once in a while, you gotta be doing something up there. My piss is so caffeinated, they sell it at Panera. That's the start of a fire bar. You just got to think of a perfect word that rhymes with Panera. And I don't have it in me right now. All I can think of is Dylan Sabara. Cholera, so close, that's a shape. We're almost there. Bam Margera, now that would work. I'm not willing to make the rhyme, but you could do it. Still got it. Camara? Pamela! Barack Obama be like, my wife. First of all, oh man. It's really called Godzilla -1, huh? I heard it's good, I'm just saying. It's named like a K-pop group. Can I say something as well? Kate and I, we watched, I don't know, a third of the first episode. This is gonna hit too close to home for some people. But hey, that's what's funny about it, okay? Maybe. Funny to me, at least. We were watching, so we finished Squid Game, and then we said, what are we gonna watch? And there's this Korean show. It's called like, Life After Divorce or something like that. And it's basically like 10 Korean divorcees that they do like The Bachelor, basically. So it's kind of like Terrace House meets Terrace House. It's a lot like Terrace House. And I was thinking they have people in there, there's a wide range of age groups. They got a lot of guys in there and women in their 30s and 40s that, you know, were married for like a few years and then got divorced. Then there was one dude who was married for like 2 weeks and got divorced and is in like his early 20s. And I think on like a normal reality show, that dude's in a position of power, right? This was my hunch. You may disagree. You'd be like, well, he was married, but like, it wasn't like a real marriage, kind of. Like, he doesn't have that much trauma from it, I guess, as much as maybe someone who was married for longer. So it's kind of like he's still sort of never been married. Like, they weren't like real people. They weren't supposed to be around in the area. You know what I'm saying? But I think like in a show like this where everyone is divorced, I was like, this dude's screwed. Because I just putting myself in the shoes of like a divorced woman, which, I mean, I wear a men's 12, so that's going to be tough to begin with. But I feel like you don't want your second marriage to be like to a guy who was only married for like 2 weeks. There's a lot of like, as a man, at least I feel like I went through like basic training. Like she bought low, and she took me from a position of like life as a slob, and now I've got good habits, you know? I eat well, I take care of myself, I clean up after myself, I keep a clean house, I'm responsible, you know, and there's been dips and there's been peaks and valleys along the way that have smoothed out, but it took years, right? You can't be like a 37-year-old woman and then be like, I'm going to get with a guy who was married for 2 weeks. You're going to have to do all that preparatory work all over again, man. It's like restarting your degree program when you're 2 courses away from getting your master's. Like, you really want to teach him how to... he might be ahead of where I was, okay? But I'm just saying, you're really going to teach him how to do the dishes again? You're really going to try to change him so he doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Coke Zero cans on his desk? Like, that's... You already put in the work, bro. You should be, like, you know, getting something that's already up to snuff. You're gonna get ants, bro? I'm not gonna get ants, okay? It's not real sugar. They don't eat this, right? Right? Do you not have a wastebasket near your desk? Okay, this is a complicated one. I'm not making an excuse. It is too many cans on my desk. I'm trapped. I did it to myself. But what happened is like, and I would like my wife, not, like, this is not anti my wife, I'm just saying back me up on the facts of the story. I try to put the cans in the recycling, and as frequently as I can. After we took out our recycling last week, like literally the next day, our recycling was full because there was like a bunch of like misshapen recycled cardboard in it. Like as soon as I took 2 cans out to the recycling bin, it was like, you can't fit any other cans in this. So I've been carrying recycling debt on my desk. Then yesterday, my wife refactored the recycling bin. And as a result, there's space. So now I can put that in. I can put the cans in there, but I just haven't had the opportunity since. The lady said no. Well, then she doesn't know. Did you or did you not refactor the recycling bin yesterday? Oppie, did you or did you not refactor the recycling bin yesterday? Get his ass, Kate? She can't. You know why I know she can't? Because the reason I haven't had time to recycle is because I was cleaning the whole house when our daughter was at a activity on Sunday morning. And every time I walked by my wife's office, what did I see on her screen? While I was Swiffering the whole house, cleaning all of our glass surfaces, doing the dishes. Don't say? Okay, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say everybody deserves a chance to take the time that they need in order to like feel rested and refreshed. Because adult life is hard. You don't get a lot of breaks. I'm just saying, let's tell the truth. If we're telling the truth, let's tell the whole truth. Because I'm not getting roasted here for having 8 cans on my desk. And then all of a sudden, it's like we're negating all the effort that actually got put in, okay? Eight cans, man, come on. What is that, like you got 12 on your desk? Like, what's the problem here? You outed yourself? Yeah, that's why you don't join in. I'm capable of doing enough damage to myself. You know, I talk about my wife like so respectfully on this stream. And this is why, and librarian, you're not entitled to hear this part. This is why I say it's okay for a wife to make fun of her husband, okay? Instead of vice versa. Because I'm living it. I talk about my wife so respectfully. Sometimes I'll just be like eating lunch after my stream. I'm like, oh, it was a hard day's work. And then I go to my wife's stream and she's like, I cleaned his toilet. I almost threw up. It looks so bad. His shit was spackled to like the side of the bowl. I think he has a colon problem. Chat, does anybody else have this? And she's like airing out like my most private, like bodily functions. And without my consent, like it's not like she asked me, would this be okay to talk about? I'm just eating the sandwich, so I'm getting like screwed from both dimensions because I'm eating while she's talking about it. So, you know, and then I'm like, you know, it's okay to play a little Honkai Star Rail on the weekend. That's what the weekend's for. And all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy? Does it make sense, dude? Me taking the hit. I'm taking it. Wives everywhere are like, take the shot. Clear. Let's get brunch. Target down. As a wife, +2. Let's go! Get out of there! Save yourself, bro! It's like the dude on the Peloton. As a husband, +2. Man, wait, even DL Guiga's backing you up. You know you're spitting some truth. That's universal truth. He lives in the Midwest. I live in the paradise of the coastal elites. He works in finance. I listen to the Compound and Friends. Like, we're in very different sides of the world here. He speaks Portuguese. I'm monolingual by choice. And yet, some things unite humanity. And that's the truth. The truth is what unites humanity. She wears short skirts, so true. I wear long jackets. I took your Taylor Swift reference and I raised it by a cake. Anyway, Kate, the point is, I'm telling you, the point was not about what we were doing this weekend. The point is about that dude on the divorce show. And I'm just like, I really feel like he's at a disadvantage. Again, this is just, I can't say this is what it's like. This is simply my guess, is that if you're a divorced woman in your mid-30s, you don't want to have to like retrain a husband from scratch. You want to pick up a husband who's like already gone through the preparatory materials and the basic training, and he's gotten his certifications and his shots and stuff like that. What? Like, you don't want to start over with like a 23-year-old guy, and then you got to find out that he like loads the dishwasher like a fucking idiot, right? You've already done the work on that one. Dating in your 40s sounds hard. Well, first off, I wouldn't know for two reasons. But secondly, people in their 20s are always like, dating in their 40s sounds hard. How do you date in your 20s? Oh, he's got a cool bracelet. Okay. He got an Aperol Spritz. I thought that was so cool. It's all fucking bullshit, bro. You do you. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. More men are wearing bracelets than eating stew these days. Hey, Anel, why do you expect women to train men? Because I know a lot of single men in their 30s, and like, most of them are not consistently making decisions that are good for their overall, the incentive for a man when he lives alone, not with everybody, but like with a lot of men, I think, who have never been married, is like a tendency towards self-destruction. It helps to live with someone who's like